You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
It's Tuesday, June 9th. Here's what investors are watching in Korea today. Imagine riding an elevator up a skyscraper, right? But suddenly the cables start violently shaking.
Yeah, that is exactly what the Korean stock market felt like yesterday when the hashtag KOSPI triggered a circuit breaker.
Right. I mean, an intraday drop of more than 8%. It sparked this widespread retail panic selling.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. That surface volatility is actually masking parallel structural stories happening quietly in the background. So the core question for you in this deep dive is, what exactly happened in Korea's market today, and what do you watch tomorrow?
Well, 166.14% marks the hashtag KOSPI surge over the last 12 months.
Oh, wow. That is a massive climb.
Right. Korean markets recorded 17 sessions of -3% or worse declines in that same period.
Okay, so to stick with that elevator analogy, it is terrifying for retail investors. I mean, you feel that sudden 8% stomach drop, but statistically, you're still ascending 1.5 times faster than the historic bubble benchmark.
Huh?
So the shaking cables are scary, but the elevator itself isn't broken. It's just, mechanical volatility.
Precisely. Global REIT appointed JLL to sell a 49.9% Manhattan stake.
Right.
The transaction raises 70 to 100 billion won, or like 50 to 70 million USD, escaping a Belgian finance tower cash trap right now.
Wait, escaping a Belgian finance tower cash trap. So they are basically unjamming their cash flow by selling that Manhattan asset.
What about the M&A side? I saw KDB Life Insurance is making moves too.
Yeah, the KDB Life Insurance virtual data room accelerates the M&A process ahead of an August bid.
Okay.
Previous state injections supplied 2 trillion won, or about 1.4 billion USD.
Right.
Those injections drove the KICS ratio up to 205.7%.
Right. And just to clarify for everyone, KICS is basically a stress test for an insurer's financial cushion. So hitting 205% means they're finally healthy enough to sell.
Spot on. The newly revised Stewardship Code mandates annual engagement reporting immediately.
This reform permits coordinated institutional action, directly fixing the old 5% disclosure rule today.
Let's unpack that paralysis. Under the old rule, if institutions owned 5% of a company and tried to coordinate, well, they were hit with massive disclosure requirements. It essentially scared them into staying quiet, right?
Exactly.
So putting this all together, we have the hashtag KOSPI shaking off retail investors, while smart money is quietly fixing cash traps, prepping for M&A, and rewriting the rules. What is the ultimate takeaway for foreign investors watching all this? Is it just noise?
Recovering our initial hook, those 17 sessions of -3% drawdowns during a 166% rally suggest this sell-off is, mechanical supply-demand noise rather than a structural breakdown. Thursday's quadruple witching day and Friday's SpaceX IPO represent the cleanest near-term signals for foreign investors monitoring capital reallocation and mechanical volatility. The structural forces of REIT liquidation, stewardship reform, and the KDB option collectively accelerate governance normalization, cementing a medium-term positive for foreign institutional re-entry into the hashtag KOSPI.
That is the real story behind the headlines. So here is a final provocative thought to leave you with as you ride this shaking elevator. Once this week's mechanical noise clears, how aggressively will foreign investors actually use the new stewardship code to force changes inside legacy Korean conglomerates? That's today's AI Prism, Markets Daily. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a WAN Eye for Eye award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.